So, if you just landed here, you, I believe, are having a yearning to know your infinite self. Maybe expand the awareness of your divinity. Well, we're going to dive in quickly into a short guided meditation experience that may leave you with a taste of your expanded being. This work comes from a little exercise that an author, Anita Moorjani, did during a TED Talk, and I've changed it a bit, but I really love this experience, and it was given after she's talking about her experience that's written about in her book called Dying to Be Me. Now, in this book, she shares how she got to the edge of death. Literally, cancer had overtaken her whole body. Her organs were shutting down. She was in the hospital in a coma. No medical, Western way she could make it through. The doctors had all written her off and had told her family it was any minute now that she's going to pass to the other side. There was literally no hope. And during that, she left her finite body and went into an experience of her infinite self. And she tries to explain through that experience how healing happened, how oneness happened, how she knew beyond anything else that there was nothing else but this infinite presence. And read her book and find more out about the story because it's powerful. But when she came back, she tries to explain what it was like coming back into a body and being here again, although changed forever, of course. So we're going to dive into the metaphor that she shared and use it as a guided meditation. So take a deep breath with me and join me as you settle in and get comfortable for our quick journey together. So we're going to start, as you settle in, to imagine ourselves standing in a space, a wide, expansive space. It's in complete darkness also. And let's call it an infinite warehouse. You can't see the edges of the warehouse because it's dark. You can't see anything because it's pitch black. But you're in a massive place. So as you stand there in the dark, just feel that space for a moment and just breathe into pure blackness, pure void, pure seeming stillness, the unknown. And as you're standing there, you notice, while you're in the dark, that you're holding something small, and it's actually a small flashlight. Very simple flashlight, not super bright, but very focused. So go ahead and switch on that flashlight now. And as you do, notice how the light cuts through the darkness. It's gentle, it's focused, and it shows you just one small area at a time. And you start to use this light to adjust to seeing again, because you've been in the dark for a long time. But you only see what's illumined by this beam from the flashlight. And everything else, everything beyond that small circle of light remains hidden, remains in the shadows. So as you adjust and you move your feet and start to walk, you start to notice there's giant shelves all around you they're rows and rows. And as you shine the light further, you can see barely, because it's blurry and the light's not that bright, but you can see these shelves just run. And you start to notice that these shelves have the things that you are familiar with, the things that fill your reality, they fill your world. And you start to feel a little more comfortable because this gives you a connection to what your individual experience has been, these things on these shelves. Some are wonderful, some might be challenging. Some might be books written about an experience or a person. Some might share the characters of your life, but they're all cataloged in here, all over these shelves. And then you start to notice as you're moving that some of the things on the shelves are unique, that you don't recognize them. They might be just a little higher, or they might have a different shape or feeling. There might be some things in there that you don't recognize. Some might be scary, some might be intriguing, some might be wonderful. And so as you walk endlessly through this vast warehouse, you begin to ponder this little area that you can see, and you're trying to make sense of it. And then all of a sudden, without warning, the floodlights of the warehouse all come on and fill the entire warehouse with light. The warehouse is so big you can't see the walls, but you see these shelves. And it reveals everything that you couldn't see before in clarity. And it fills the entire space, but keeps on going beyond how far you can see. You can't even imagine where it might end. These shelves stretch in every direction, and they're packed with all kinds of things. Beautiful, mysterious, some familiar, and some strange. You notice colors you've never seen before. Colors you didn't even know existed. You notice textures that don't seem to make sense. Shapes that are mystical and magical. You see stories, but they're alive in the way they sit on the shelf. They're almost showing you a deeper meaning behind it, beyond a two-dimensional flat page in a book. They become alive. Something even your flashlight couldn't reveal until the big floodlights came on. And you're in awe. Now, as you're immersed in this feeling, as suddenly as these lights came on, the floodlights switch off. And you're back to navigating with just that one small beam of light. The rest of the warehouse is again in darkness. But this time, something's changed within you. You know now that just because your flashlight isn't shining on certain things, it doesn't mean they're not there. You've seen the bigger picture. You've felt the truth of how vast and abundant this space really is. Even in the darkness, there is so much more than meets the eye. So take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and feel into that knowing. The infinite, the unseen, always exists beyond what you can immediately sense with your five senses. just beyond the edges of your light lies a boundless and potential beyond imagination. So feel your pure potential, all the things that are in there for you, with you, guiding you, that are just beyond the senses. Infinite, powerful, magical, ready for you to shine a light on them or to illumine all of them. So rest in this awareness. Let your breath be steady now, and your heart be open to the possibilities beyond the small light you can see. And may you move through your day, through your life, with a continuing, expanding awareness of the divine soul being that you are. So as you're ready, come back and have a blessed, beautiful, amazing day. Love you all.